Alright, I'm going to try and do a thing where I make a video and I edit it and all that type of stuff. It's going to be interesting. So what I'm working on is the tie rod, inner tie rods of my car. Where am I pointing? It's over there. You can't really... There it is. There she is. That one, that's the inner tie rod. I'm going to be also trying to replace this guy right here. This is the sway bar link. Or I believe that's what it is called. Yeah, the sway bar link. I'm going to cut these and get those replaced. I am pointing at the wrong thing. There it is. There we go. I gotta figure this out. I took my gloves off. I don't know why. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut these, replace them, try and change this, and then also try and change that tie rod. This side is the driver's side. It shouldn't be too hard for me to do. When I took it in to get the alignment done, it seemed that this one was the easier one to do to get the bolt off and everything. The other side, it was rusted on. So that's why I'm deciding to just cut stuff down there, because I'm going to be replacing everything, and instead of paying the tire place to do all this for me, where they're basically just going to cut these pieces off and replace them with the new ones that I already bought. I'm going to cut them off and replace them with the new ones that I bought. I'm going to have to take out this here, so I can easily see everything. That's the top inner tie rods. This is going to be a pain in the ass, because first attempt at this, I just had to put everything back on. So now I'm just going to cut this bolt, the adjustment bolt. I'm going to cut it off of the passenger side. I'm going to cut the whole freaking tie rod off if I have to get this tie rod off. I even rented the tie rod removal tool, because if anything, at least one of my tie rods will be easy to remove. So with the tool, it'll be even easier. Let's begin. So, working on the passenger side. My tie rod, my nut is stuck on. It is frozen on. It is just not coming off. And I thought I could just cut it off enough to get it to finally budge and move. But then, you can kind of see I flattened her there. I shaved too close to the actual thing. Now, it's just... I can't get that nut off. And even cutting it down to this part, it's not working, it's not coming off, it's not budging. This is just being such a pain in my tuchus. So I just so frustrated. Straight at the tie rod, cut it there, bop, get my tool on there, and use the tool to tighten this. So what I'm probably gonna do is just cut it off there, put the removal kit on, and with as much force as possible, break that baby off. I did cut the sway bar link here. Alright, so I cut it. The light is causing some glare. I got a low light there. So I cut it, and the tool goes on. It's locked in there now. And now I'm gonna put the other piece on, and hopefully this will pop this off. Oh my god, it worked! It fucking worked. The tool pulled it right off. It got it right off. I was thinking that it wasn't holding on right, and I was getting frustrated, but then I noticed it was loose, and it came right the fuck off. So quickly, before I guess decide what I want to do next, you see how stiff it is? Or not this, but this. See how stiff it is? That's how you know that you got a good new tie rod, because my old tie rods just kind of they do that, and that's not right. That's not what's supposed to happen. So I did get this cut off. My wheel burst into pieces, so that's where I'm contemplating. I do have another wheel, which I only want to cut off this tie rod then, but you don't need to cut off the whole tie rod. Like I did the last one. The last one I cut it all the way because I had the ability to. I could get to it. But this one, I'm about to turn the wheel and get this out as much as possible, and then look at it from there and see if I want to cut this one, because the tool is just not long enough. So this is the one I cut off. As I said, the bolt wouldn't go in. The bolt that wouldn't go in here because it's too tight in the hole. So as I said, if I can cut it to about right there, I should be able to make it on the other. If I cut the driver's side right about here, cut that off, the tool should be able to fit in there enough to get the other side tie rod off. Should. We will see. So, yeah, for the most part, I got stuff done. I did the tie rod, the inner and outer tie rod on the passenger side, the one that was giving me the problems. I cut the baby, just cut it. And then I got my new links in. I'm trying to figure out if these nubs mean anything, because they kind of just get loose and then don't. So I'm going to tighten them. The passenger side all set. I'm going to kind of eyeball my alignment now. That's going to be the fun. That's fun. I got this other side cut. And then you also have the sway bar links. There we go. There's it. I got the sway bar links changed. But either way, so yeah, for the most part, everything's all right. Just gonna eyeball this alignment now, and after all the stuff with the car, I went to do my eyeballing, my alignment, and I come to find out my tie rod is way too long. Both my tie rods are way too long. Yeah, one tire, since I had changed the tie rod on my passenger side, it was the super long one, so it was doing a nice inward facing thing, while the driver's side, which was the accurate original length tie rod, was perfectly facing forward. Alright, so I got my new one. The one I got from Amazon is this one up here, and this is my original tie rod for my Honda. So obviously the one I got from Amazon is not correct, so I had to go out to O'Reilly's and pick up two, and I brought both of these just so I can measure before I bought the other ones from O'Reilly's. I paid to have the driver's side one put on and then the alignment done, and now I just have two extra long Honda Civic tie rods. Getting all this stuff done has been a big pain in my ass, but all that doesn't matter. What matters is that you make sure you have a great day.